Hello and welcome to your Voxel Micro Video Labs briefing. The last 24 hours have been, well, massive for the South Bay. So let's get right into it.
We are talking about huge amounts of money moving, the future of aviation being decided, and a major crisis brewing right at our ports. This isn't just another business report. It's like we're watching the very foundation of our regional economy shift in real time.
So, let's start where so much of our economy really begins, down at the port of Los Angeles. It's the engine that powers not just us, but the entire country.
Take a look at that number, 10.2 million. That's how many container units the Port of LA handled in 2025. It's kind of hard to even wrap your head around that scale, right? It just speaks to this immense economic power.
Okay, so this slide really puts it all into perspective. This wasn't just a good year, it was the port's third best year in its entire history. For 26 years running, it's been the #1 container port in the nation. And that 60% jump in February volume, wow, that shows things are really bouncing back. All fantastic news. But just as everyone's celebrating that incredible momentum, this happens.
Tonight, that powerful economic engine is literally grinding to a halt.
So here are the hard facts. The ILW has called a stop work meeting. It goes into effect at 5 p.m. today. And the impact, it's immediate. It's total. Every single marine terminal gate at both the Port of LA and Long Beach is closed. No night shifts. Just like that, everything stops.
You can just imagine the chaos this causes. For the trucking companies, the warehouses, the retailers, thousands of businesses are suddenly in the dark. So it brings up a really critical question. When a crisis is moving this fast, how on earth do you get the right information to everybody who needs it, like right now? Well, this is exactly where you have to cut through all that noise. Voxel's rapid response videos can get clear, verified updates out in minutes. Just picture it. A direct video message from port authorities sent straight to the phones of every driver and dispatcher. It manages expectations, cuts down on the confusion, and helps turn a chaotic situation into a managed one.
Okay, now let's shift gears. We're moving from the region's current economic engine to what is absolutely its most innovative future. We're going from the sea to the sky, where the South Bay is really staking its claim as the leader in aerospace again.
$1 billion. That's how much funding and commitments the Long Beach startup JetZero has just secured. This isn't just an investment, It's a massive statement that the future of aviation is being built right here in our backyard. So what's the billion-dollar idea? It's called the blended wing body. I mean, forget that classic tube and wing design we've been flying in for, 70 years? This is a total reimagining of what an airplane even looks like. The body and the wings just become one single beautiful lifting surface.
And the difference in performance is it's a quantum leap. We're talking about up to 50% better fuel efficiency, 30% better aerodynamics. This isn't some small improvement. It's a flat-out revolution that tackles fuel costs and emissions in a huge way.
But that creates a really interesting challenge, doesn't it? How do you explain something that the world has never seen before? How do you make a concept that's so technical, so different, feel real and exciting to the investors, the airlines, and, us, the people who will hopefully fly on it one day? You do it with a powerful story. This is what Voxel does. We translate that kind of complex innovation into short, compelling videos. We could create a story for JetZero that doesn't just explain the tech, but actually lets people feel the future of flight. It's how you build your brand and lock in market leadership years before you even launch.
Okay, so we've gone from global trade to futuristic flight. Let's bring it all the way back home and look at how these big economic forces are literally changing the face of our local communities.
281 new apartment units. I mean, in a region that is so desperate for more housing, that number is a huge deal. That's the scale of the new Jules San Pedro residential project.
And check this out. Behind that project is $80.8 million in construction financing. Now, that's not just a loan. That is a massive vote of confidence from major investors who believe in the future of the San Pedro waterfront. And it makes sense because Jules San Pedro isn't just popping up on its own. It's a huge piece of the puzzle for the new West Harbor waterfront development. Opening this summer, we're talking a 42-acre destination with a giant amphitheater, world-class restaurants. It's going to completely transform San Pedro into a real lifestyle hub. But how do you get people to buy into that new vision? See, you're not just leasing apartments. You're selling a whole lifestyle.
With Voxel's video showcases, you can build that exciting story. We create micro videos that don't just show you a floor plan, they show you a future of community, entertainment, connection. That's what gets leases signed faster and brings people to West Harbor from day one. So whether you're looking at a crisis at the port, a revolution in aerospace, or a total transformation on the waterfront, there is one thing, one common thread that really determines who wins. And it really comes down to the simple truth. In a world that's just drowning in data, a powerful story is what actually moves markets and moves people. And helping you tell that story, well, that's the Voxel advantage. I mean, just think about what we've seen. You can manage a crisis with absolute clarity, like at the ports. You can explain mind-bending innovation with real impact, like Jet Zero. And you can build a community with a shared vision, like they're doing in San Pedro. In every single one of these cases, great communication isn't just a nice-to-have, it's everything. Your business, your project, your big idea, it is shaping the future of the South Bay as we speak. So the only question left is, how can we help you tell that story? Reach out to Voxel Microvideo Labs and let's make sure the world is listening.